Life. This is the place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. If you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy. I'm author of Asexual Perspectives, which is out on Amazon. And today I'm doing a no sex movie review of Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. So if you're new to this channel, you didn't know what asexuality is. Asexuality is a sexual orientation that's the lack of sexual attraction. I'm asexual, and because I lack sexual attraction, I don't get the need, urge, or want for sexual intercourse. Sex doesn't personally interest me for me. Sex repulsed for me, and I don't like nudity either. So I try to look for movies that have got no sex and no nudity in them. I'm really, really pleased to say that this film has neither of sex in there, but nudity. Yes, it has a scene where you don't have complete nudity, but you see Invisible Woman. You see them, part of them naked in the movie. So yeah, but you don't see too much. So I will explain. So the Invisible Woman, which is her, is about to marry the Fantastic, right? And there are spoilers coming up, so if you don't want to hear the spoilers, don't listen to this, right? But basically, Invisible Woman's marrying Mr. Fantastic, right? They're at the wedding, and their wedding is gate crashed by someone called the Silver Surfer, which is this guy here. Well, it looks like part guy and looks like part alien, but it's an alien being from another planet. And it's hell-bent on destroying the world. And so it gate crashes their wedding, and it basically pretty much destroys a lot of stuff in its sight, destroys a lot of their wedding venue and areas around it. And so, yeah, they've got a real problem on their hands. Now, Dr. Doom, I think it is. Is it Dr. Doom? Well, he's not meant to be Doctor Doom in this, but till later. But anyway, this guy is there. There's a guy. Where is it? Not this guy. There's a guy in it. Ah, there he is. There's a guy in it that is the enemy, if you like. And basically, they have to work with him in order to get the Silver Surfer to part with his surfboard, because without the surfboard, he's powerless. But of course, he is then decides when they finally, the Fantastic Four do work with him, because the government basically want it that way. He's up to no good, and he then takes the board for himself, and I think that's when he basically has all this armor on his face and becomes at one with the board and creates havoc. I think he's meant to be Doctor Doom then, I'm not sure, but anyway, that's what I thought he was meant to be, but I don't know if that actually said it in the film. Anyway, he's basically gone back to being the enemy. It was never being a goodie in the first place. It was always about power for him. It's not trying to help the government and help people. It's just basically helping them to help himself, right? So anyway, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman and the other two, the one that goes up in the flames and the one that's made of rocks, they all have to team up together, basically to help the Silver Surfer get his board back, because he's the only one that can actually destroy the evil forces that are trying to take over the world and destroy it, because he's not the actual destroyer. There's another source that is. Now, what did I think of this movie? Now, I have watched this movie before, but it's a while ago since I watched it. I do like the action in it. I like the superhero stuff. I think they could have done a bit better with the storyline, if I'm honest. Because, you know, I feel the Silver Surfer gives in a bit too much too soon. You know, I just thought they could have been a bit more action with the Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four before they parted him from the board. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of that. But I did like the movie overall. Like I said, there's no sex in it, but there is a scene where Invisible Woman is naked. You see the back of her, like part of her back and bum a little bit, because she is meant to be the Invisible Woman. But one of the things I really liked in the movie is the guy with the flames, because he went in, he was actually at one part um held by the throat by the Silver Surfer and was going up into space. His power from the Silver Surfer transferred into his and changed him his molecular structure, so that whatever he touches, he actually becomes. So at one point, he became the Rock Man, which was really good. And then he became Mr. Fantastic's powers, and yeah, I can't remember if the guy's called Rockman. I can't remember what he's called. Tell me what he's called, you Fantastic Four fans out there. I'm sure that you know his actual name, which I've forgotten. I don't think he's actually called the Rockman, is he? But yeah, but anyway, put it down below. But yeah, so this is like the second in the movie series, I believe. First was Fantastic Four. This was Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. I think this was the second one, but correct me if I'm wrong on this. But yeah, overall, I did like the film. I thought it was really good action. It was easy to watch film. The storyline was easy to get on with. As I said, it's probably a bit too easy for me, but I did like it. It's because I've seen it before years ago, so I kind of remember a bit of it. But I love the fact that his powers actually go to other people and change their molecular structure. I really like that. And it was a good ending, even though it was kind of like a bit of a predictable ending, because he came good in the end, you know? So you kind of like, But they left it open for other people, other characters to come back and stuff. So, but I did like it. I love all their superpowers. I love watching them. I love superhero movies in general. So for me, this is always going to be a good movie. Um, and yeah, the characters in it are very interesting, I think, in their own right. They've all got sort of their own personalities. And I love the fact that he's got a really awesome girlfriend who loves him, despite the fact he looks like he's made of rock and full of rocks. And most people probably wouldn't think he's very good looking, but his partner is blind, but she loves him anyhow. And yeah, it's really nice. It was good to see him go back to his original form before he got all the rocks turned into like all this rock creature. Because obviously when he touches him, he then turns to rock, and I did like that. And then he goes back to looking like normal, but can catch on fire. So I love the fact that they swap the powers. And at one point, he has all the powers from all of them in him, and is trying to defeat evil on his own. So that was quite good. I thought there was some really good parts to the movie. I did really enjoy it and like it. I would highly recommend it if you want a movie to watch without any sex in whatsoever. If you're nudity repulsed, just be aware that there is a scene where she is semi-naked. But it does actually really go with the storyline, so it's a bit more forgivable than some, you know. But of course, you know, they did it because they like they like to put women's bodies on camera, don't they? It's kind of a bit of an excuse. But as she was an invisible, but then at one point she had different powers because she touched him, then she forgot that when she went back to her own invisible powers, she forgot, and she was naked before she went back to herself and her invisible powers. So yeah, so if you're naked repulsed, just bear that in mind. But yeah, it's a really good film, like the action, and would recommend it, definitely. So if you haven't already seen this, go and get it. I saw it, I got this for £1 in Poundland in the UK. So I usually watch movies over and over again. So it's, for me, it's worth it. And I don't watch TV, and I don't pay for a subscription. I just kind of like to get the movies and watch them whenever I want without any interruptions or distractions from other things. So anyway, yeah, go and watch it if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video live stream. If you like this movie or you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. Lots of love to you. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.